Hey, you guys. Thank you for joining me, Keeping It Real with Tomii Trill. We have made it to season 5. You guys have been with me, and I'm so excited to have you here. You guys, we're going to be doing something a little bit different on this channel. There's a lot of good things going on, a lot of creativity. We made it to 2022. You guys, we done up and done it. Now, in the background, you guys can hear my second CD. It's called Still Hollow. I want to let y'all listen to it, but you got to go to YouTube, and I need y'all to go to Tomii Trill TV, and I need you guys to like, subscribe, and share, because I'm trying to get monetized. I want to do this full time, and with your help, I can do it. Podcasts and creating content, creating albums for you guys, because I have a lot to say. So we getting ready to start doing something totally different. Introducing to you women out here that feel like you have goddess energy. We're going to tap into it. But the goddess that I'm interested in introducing, I don't know if you guys know who she is, but her name is Lillah. And she's said to be a dark goddess. And it's also said that she could have been the first woman. So we gonna see, you guys. Her name is Lillah, Lillah, and it's supposed to be a representation of beauty, purity, innocence, and things like that. But like I say, they call her the dark goddess. Lillah is a sex goddess, and she represents the realm of prostitution. And a lot of women are goddesses in their own right, and we have been shamed for what it is that we do. And you know, I feel like Lillah should be, if you want to step into your Lillah goddessness, you need to be free. You need to have courage. You need to be playful, passionate, pleasurable, sexual. And the apple is a symbol of Lillah. Now, the Hebrew legends also named her as being dangerous because she's very beautiful and she's not a subordinate of anyone. So, it said that she was Adam's mate, that they had to remake Eve several times because they wanted a submissive goddess. And Eve really, Lillah wasn't a submissive goddess. You know, Eve was more submissive than Lillah. So I'm starting to lean toward thinking that Lillah is a replica of Eve. So we getting ready to figure it out. These days we have a lot of people living in their Lillah consciousness. A lot of women that are spiritual prostitutes. A lot of women that know that their bodies are you know, sacred, and we also have the power. Women, we come with the power. We have cleavage, we have voluptuousness, we have thighs, we have breasts, we have everything that there is. We feed, we do everything. You know, the woman's body is immaculate, and they try to make us feel like that we're not good enough, and they try to make us feel like because we have big voluptuous butts that we're not good enough, and that's absolutely not true. We have the power to get anything that we want. We have the power to command attention, and it's also said that the goddess is more powerful than the alpha male. And the alpha male is what, you know, people are you know, they're loving the alpha male right now. The alpha male is the one that supposed to care for your family and take care of them, and make sure that the wife and the children are fed, and go out and conquer and gather and come home and have a beautiful wife to take care of things at home. Now, they try to say that the women that are in their Lillah consciousness are loose or whatever, but a lot of men like to wife the Lillah conscious woman. A lot of us don't even know that we are living in our Lillah consciousness. So, of course, Lillah is fair. She's brave. She's exuberant. She's lusty. She eats an apple a day, and they say that eating an apple a day will keep the doctor away. I'm sure that's where it comes from saying that women are luscious and sweet and juicy. Okay, take a bite out of life. Take your apple every day. That's what it means. You have to live to the fullest without fear or without guilt. So you are a master of your destiny. And we getting ready to talk about being the master of your destiny with your Lillah consciousness. And Lillah is one of the goddesses that dates back to the serpents. And she was, considered to be one of the first women. She was portrayed as having both wings and the claws of a bird. Some say that her lower half was a serpent. So she had the head and breast of a woman, but the lower half was a serpent. But we're getting ready to figure all of this stuff out. There's a lot of possibilities to her goddess name. They had a lot of different names that they wanted to call her, but she's the goddess of agriculture. So, we getting ready to see, because they say that Lillah was one of the people that, she was the person that ate the apple and then made it to where childbirth hurt and everything like that. So, we're going to find out. She also helped women with their childbirth, and she helped them nursing and stuff like that. So we get ready to find out all of this stuff about Lillah. Was she a dark goddess? Was she a person that was helping people with their childbirth and helping them do whatever it is that they needed to do? I believe they call her Lillah and Lilith, but what I'm going to do is call her Lillah because I like Lillah, okay? And there's no absolute name. So they made her evil when patriarchy came from the Jews, and the people used to worship her, but then they stopped worshiping her, and then they in the Kabbalistic tradition, they said she was the first wife of Adam. So the sources say that she was his spirit wife. And other sources claim that she was fashioned up from the earth, and that her and Adam came at the same time. So she was made as Adam's equal. But she refused to lay on her back and let Adam take dominion in the position of sex, which is the missionary style. She believed that she should take love to other levels, and she became a beast with two backs. They called her the beast with two backs. So Adam wanted his wife to be submissive and everything, but she left the Garden of Eden because she didn't want to be submissive. She knew that she had more power. And hey, the feminine and the masculine energy work really well together. But you have to be very sure of yourself if you're going to have a feminine woman that's not going to be submissive, because femininity is worth more than masculinity in the eyes of these people. So they took Lillah from Adam, which they said that Adam wasn't man enough to deal with Lillah. They had to give him a more docile woman, and they called her Eve. She was more submissive. And They say that Lillah was the foe of Eve. And it was Lillah and the serpent who seduced Eve to eat the fruit of knowledge. So the first, of course she was the first wife, and she wanted to make sure that the second wife saw that Adam was a jerk, that Adam didn't want her to live in her fullness. He didn't want her to live in her full womanhood. So Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden, and then they had to endure a period of celibacy as a punishment. And during that time, Lillah was said to have caused nocturnal emissions from Adam. And, she collected his semen and she impregnated herself with it. And she gave birth to demons. And some of those demon children were called Lillian and Lilium. They called them night demons. But the goddess who once protected the mothers and infants was now portrayed as demoness who caused abortions and murdered infants in their sleep. So it's a lot of stuff going on. The Jewish people believe that when a baby laughed and smiled in its sleep, that it was entertained by Lilith, and the parents will quickly bop the infant on the nose to distract the infant from the goddess. That's real crazy. But hey, right now Lilith is what's going on, because there's a lot of women out here that want to give their bodies and minds and spirits up for nothing. They want to act like they don't have any type of value, and that's not true. So I want you guys to learn how to tap into your inner goddess while I learn as well. And we just gonna talk about a lot of this stuff that's going on. Despite the Jewish attempts to eradicate the ancient goddess, she still was found truer and more symbolic than anybody. So man, we get ready to figure this out. There's a lot of stuff about Lilith and sexuality, and a lot of things that we need to find out. So a lot of women are not comfortable with their sexuality. They frightened because of the Jewish patriarchs who believed that the woman's body was something to be ashamed of back in those days, and having sex for pleasure was a form of abortion. In recent times, they morphed them into concubus, succubus, and they sit on the chest of men and cause them to have perverse dreams and stuff like that, so that they will ejaculate and they could take the form of either a woman or a man. So it's like, yeah, we gonna figure this out. Yeah, but it said that men feared Lilith because they knew that her power was her sexuality, and she knew that her sexuality had lots of power over men. And she turned men into beasts and pigs, and they opened doorways, and they opened their deep primal sexual desires, which wasn't something that was appreciated by the Jewish and the Christian cults. So women who were submissive like Eve, they feared Lilith because of the power that she holds. But hey, she has been shown in the Garden of Eden as a myth, and her and Eve was going at it, I guess. They say that she's not an enemy of womankind, that she holds the ancient fruit of knowledge and the secrets of the deepest sexual nature, and she's willing to offer the fruit to us. They call Lilith a vampire and just a whole bunch of things. So I'm getting ready to start tapping in, and we getting ready to start figuring out why they wanted to hide Lilith from us, and they didn't want us to have our sexual power. And it's time to tap in, because a lot of us women are being used and abused and served like hell, and we are goddesses. So tap into your Lilith consciousness, and we're gonna get it together. We're gonna keep it real with Tomii Trill, even if it kills.